My precious child, pause right here with me. This moment was arranged specifically for you. I have something to reveal that cannot wait any longer. You were drawn here because I am calling your name. The timing of this encounter is not random. I have been watching the journey you have walked, the nights you stayed awake wondering if anyone noticed your struggle. I saw every tear, every silent prayer, every moment you questioned whether your faith still mattered. And now I am answering in a way that will shift everything you thought you understood about how I work in your life. Stay close as I speak. What I am revealing tonight has been in motion long before you pressed play. The circumstances that brought you here, the restlessness in your spirit, the sudden urge to search for something deeper. All of this was my hand moving you into position. I am not merely comforting you, I am repositioning you entirely. The season you are entering is unlike anything you have experienced before. It will require you to see yourself differently, to release the old narratives that kept you bound to disappointment. If this message is settling into your heart, let me know you are receiving it. Your response matters because it signals your readiness for what comes next. I do not force my work on anyone. I move with those who open themselves to me. You have been carrying burdens that were never yours to hold. I see the weight of expectations, the pressure to perform, the fear of disappointing those who placed their hope in you. These things have exhausted your mind and drained your strength. But right now, in this very moment, I am lifting what you could not remove on your own. It is not a loud event. It is a quiet unwinding of knots that have held you captive for years. You may not feel it immediately, but before this night ends, you will notice a lightness you have not known in a long time. Think of how Abraham waited decades for a promise that seemed impossible. How Sarah laughed at the very idea of new life when her body had already given up. Yet I never forgot. I never changed my mind. I was simply waiting for the exact moment when my timing would reveal my power most clearly. Your waiting has not been wasted. It has been preparation. Keep this between us for now. Do not rush to tell everyone what you are hearing. Some things need to grow in silence before they are shared. When people speak too soon about what is forming inside them, they invite opinions that were never meant to touch the work I am doing. Guard this carefully. Let it take root. You will know when the time is right to speak. I know you have questions. You wonder why certain doors closed when you were sure they were meant for you. You question whether I truly see your situation or if you have been overlooked. My beloved, I have never looked away. Every door that shut was my protection. Every delay was my precision. I was keeping you from paths that would have taken you further from where you need to be. What you called rejection, I called redirection. And now you are exactly where I need you. If you are still with me, show me by affirming this truth. Let your heart settle into the knowing that I am actively working, even when it does not look the way you imagined. There are people in your life who have misunderstood your silence. They assumed you were weak when you were actually being still. They thought you gave up when you were simply waiting for my instruction. I saw your restraint. I saw you hold your tongue when you wanted to defend yourself. I saw you step back when you had every right to push forward. That kind of wisdom is rare. And because you honored my quiet voice, I am now honoring you with clarity. You are about to see movement in areas that have been stagnant for years. Relationships that drained you will either transform or fall away naturally. Opportunities you stopped believing in will resurface with new energy. Finances that felt frozen will begin to flow again, not because you manipulated circumstances, but because I am shifting the atmosphere around your life. You will look back at this time and understand that everything changed after you chose to believe me over your doubt. The path I have for you does not look like anyone else's journey. Stop comparing your progress to what others are experiencing. Their timeline is not yours. Their calling is not yours. What I give them has nothing to do with what I am preparing for you. I crafted you with specific gifts, specific wounds, specific strengths that only you carry, and I am using all of it, even the parts you wish were different. Let me speak directly to the fear that keeps resurfacing, the one that whispers you are running out of time, that you missed your chance, that it is too late for the dreams you once held. That voice is not mine. I do not measure your worth by age, status, or how much you have already accomplished. I measure by readiness. And you are ready now in ways you were not before. The lessons you learned through hardship have equipped you for what is coming. You will step into this next chapter with maturity that only suffering produces. If my words are resonating, I encourage you to share your thoughts below. Let others know this message reached you. Your testimony might be the confirmation someone else needs to keep believing. I want you to think about the areas of your life where you felt stuck. The job that drains you, the relationship that feels one-sided, the financial pressure that never seems to ease. Right now, I am moving behind the scenes. You may not see the evidence yet, but shifts are happening in places you cannot observe. People are being positioned to help you. Doors are being unlocked. Resources are being redirected toward you. All of this is unfolding without your effort because I am the one orchestrating it. Do not fall into the trap of thinking you must earn this. You cannot earn grace. You cannot perform your way into my favor. I give freely to those who receive freely. Your part is to stay open, to keep your heart tender, to refuse the bitterness that wants to harden you after disappointment. Bitterness will block the very blessings I am trying to deliver. Guard against it. Choose gratitude even when circumstances have not yet changed. This is how faith operates. It believes before seeing. Remember the account of Joseph, who spent years in a prison for a crime he did not commit. He had every reason to grow bitter, to curse the brothers who betrayed him, to question why I allowed such injustice. But he kept his heart right. He served faithfully in obscurity, and when the time came, I elevated him in a single day to a position no one saw coming. Your elevation will be similar. It will not be gradual. It will be sudden, and those who doubted you will be the first to witness it. I am reshaping how you see yourself. For too long you have defined yourself by your limitations, by what you lack, by the mistakes that still haunt you. But I do not see you that way. I see the version of you that already exists in my mind, the one who walks in confidence, who speaks with authority, who no longer shrinks back in fear. That version is not far off. It is emerging right now as you listen and believe. The enemy of your soul wants you to dismiss this as empty inspiration. He wants you to hear these words and then return to the same defeated mindset you woke up with this morning. Do not give him that victory. Instead, anchor yourself in what I am declaring over you. Write it down if you need to. Speak it aloud. Let it become the new soundtrack of your thoughts. If this is making sense to you, take a moment and let me know. Engage with what you are hearing. This is not passive entertainment. This is an encounter that requires your participation. I am aware of the pain you have carried from broken relationships. The one who left without explanation. The friend who turned against you when you needed them most. The family member who chose sides and left you on the outside. These wounds cut deeply because they came from people you trusted. But my child, I am healing every broken place. I am restoring what was stolen, and the connections I am bringing into your life now will be nothing like what you lost. They will be rooted in truth, loyalty, and genuine love. You will not have to pretend with the people I send. You will not have to perform or hide parts of yourself to be accepted. They will see you fully and still choose to stay. This kind of relationship is what you were always meant to experience, and it is coming sooner than you think. I also want to address the shame you have been carrying, the guilt over decisions you wish you could undo, the regret that plays on repeat in your mind. I need you to hear me clearly. I do not hold your past against you. I never have. The moment you turned back to me, I forgave completely. The shame you feel is not from me. It is a weapon being used to keep you stuck. Release it. I am not interested in your perfection. I am interested in your surrender, and you have already given me that. As you move forward, you will notice a shift in how people respond to you. There is an authority forming in your spirit that others will sense even if they cannot name it. This is my presence resting on you. It is not arrogance. It is confidence rooted in knowing who I am and what I have promised. When you walk into rooms, atmospheres will change. When you speak, your words will carry weight they did not before. This is what happens when I anoint someone for a new assignment. Let your agreement be known. If you are tracking with what I am saying, respond so I know you are still here with me. The financial breakthrough you have been praying for is closer than you realize. I am not talking about a temporary relief or a small windfall that disappears as quickly as it comes. I am talking about a sustainable shift in how provision flows to you. Ideas will come that you have not considered. Opportunities will present themselves that align perfectly with your strengths. People will offer help without you asking. This is how I provide when I decide it is time. You do not need to strive or manipulate. You do not need to chase down every lead or exhaust yourself trying to make things happen. Rest in the knowing that I am already working. Your job is to stay obedient, to follow my leading, and to be ready when doors open. The rest is mine to handle. I see your faithfulness even when no one else noticed. The times you gave when you had little, the moments you helped others while your own needs went unmet, the kindness you showed to people who never thanked you. None of it was forgotten. I keep a record of every act done in love, and now I am multiplying the seeds you sowed. You will reap a harvest that far exceeds what you planted. Think about the widow who gave her last 2 coins. To the world it was nothing. But to me, it was everything, because she gave from a place of trust, not from surplus. I honored her heart, and I am honoring yours in the same way. What you offered when it cost you something will return to you pressed down and overflowing. There is something else I need you to understand about this season. The resistance you have been feeling is not a sign that you are on the wrong path. It is actually confirmation that you are moving towards something significant. The enemy only fights what threatens him. If your life had no purpose, if your future held no promise, there would be no opposition. But you are experiencing pushback because I am positioning you for breakthrough. Every obstacle is proof that something valuable is on the other side. I want you to think about Moses at the Red Sea. Behind him was Pharaoh's army. In front of him was an impossible barrier. He had every reason to believe he made a terrible mistake. But that moment of absolute impossibility was exactly where I wanted him. It was the setup for a miracle that would define a generation. Your impossible situation is the same. I have brought you to this place deliberately so that when I move, there will be no question about who made it happen. Do not waste energy trying to figure out all the details. You do not need a complete roadmap. You only need the next step, and I will give you that step when you need it, not before. Trust is built one decision at a time. Each time you choose to believe me despite the unknowns, you are strengthening a foundation that will support everything I am building. Take a moment and let your presence be known. If you are receiving this, drop a comment below. Your engagement helps this message reach others who are in the same battle you just walked through. I also see the weariness in your soul, the kind that does not go away with a good night's sleep. You have been strong for so long that you forgot what it feels like to rest. You became the person everyone leans on, but you had nowhere to lean yourself. That ends now. I am your resting place. I am the one who carries you when you cannot carry yourself anymore. You do not have to be strong all the time. You do not have to have all the answers. You can be honest about your exhaustion, your confusion, your disappointment. I can handle all of it. Think of Elijah, who ran from Jezebel and collapsed under a tree asking to die. He was burned out, terrified, and ready to quit. But I did not condemn him. I sent an angel to feed him. I gave him rest. I spoke to him in a whisper, not a shout, and then I gave him a new assignment that restored his purpose. I am doing the same for you. This low point is not your ending. It is your reset. The people who walked away from you during your hardest season were not meant to be in your next chapter. I removed them because their presence would have hindered what I am doing now. It hurt when they left. You felt abandoned, maybe even betrayed. But my child, I was protecting you from relationships that would have kept you stuck. The ones I am bringing now will celebrate your growth, not resent it. They will add to your life, not drain from it. You need to hear this clearly. Your value is not determined by who stayed or who left. Your worth is not measured by how many people understand you. You are valuable because I created you. You are significant because I called you. And no human opinion can change that truth. Stop seeking validation from people who are too broken to see your light. Their blindness is not your problem. If you are still listening, let me know. Hit the like button so I know this is landing in your spirit. I want to talk about the dreams you buried, the ones you stopped mentioning because people laughed or told you to be realistic, the passions you set aside because life got complicated and survival took priority. I never forgot those dreams. In fact, I placed them in you for a reason. They were not random interests. They were clues to your design, hints about the assignment I have for you. And now I am resurrecting what you thought was dead. You will feel stirrings in your spirit, a renewed interest in things you walked away from. Pay attention to those moments. They are not nostalgia. They are my voice calling you back to alignment. The skills you developed, the experiences you gained, even the detours you took, all of it was preparation. Nothing was wasted. I use everything. There is a specific moment coming where you will have to make a choice. It will feel risky. It will require you to step out before you feel ready. Every logical voice will tell you to wait, to play it safe, to gather more proof before you move. But my voice will be clear, and when I say go, you will need to move quickly. Hesitation in that moment could cost you the open door I created. I am not asking you to be reckless. I am asking you to be obedient. There is a difference. Recklessness ignores wisdom. Obedience follows my leading even when it does not make sense to others. You will know the difference because my peace will be present. When I am in it, there is a calm even in the middle of uncertainty. When it is not me, there is chaos and confusion. Let me address the lie that keeps replaying in your mind. The one that says you are too damaged, too far gone, too stained by past choices to be used by me. That is completely false. I specialize in restoring what the world discards. I take broken pieces and create masterpieces. Your history does not disqualify you. It actually positions you to help people who are walking through what you survived. Look at the woman at the well. 5 failed marriages, a current relationship built on compromise. Her reputation was destroyed, but I chose her to be the first person to hear me declare my identity as Messiah. I sent her into her city as an evangelist. Her mess became her message, and the same thing will happen for you. What you are ashamed of will become your platform. I need you to stop hiding, stop shrinking, stop apologizing for taking up space. You were created to be seen, to be heard, to make an impact. The world needs what you carry, and the longer you stay in the shadows, the longer others remain stuck because they did not have your testimony to light their path. If this is stirring something in you, share your thoughts in the comments. Let others know what you are feeling. Your courage to be vulnerable might be exactly what someone else needs to see. Now let me speak about provision. You have been anxious about finances, wondering how you will make it through the next month, the next bill, the next unexpected expense. I want you to know that I see your need before you speak it. I am not a God who waits until you are desperate to respond. I am already moving resources toward you. Some will come from expected places. Others will surprise you completely. But all of it will arrive exactly when you need it. Do not look at your bank account and let fear dictate your faith. Your balance does not reflect my supply. I own everything. I can open doors no human can shut. I can create opportunities out of nothing. I can move hearts to bless you without you asking. My methods are limitless, so stop limiting me with your worry. Remember the account of the widow whose oil multiplied. She had nothing but a jar. But when she obeyed my instruction through the prophet, that small amount became more than enough. It paid her debt and provided for her future. I am about to do the same for you. What looks insufficient right now will become abundance when I touch it. And while provision is coming, I also want to shift how you think about money. It is not your source I am. Money is simply a tool. When you put your trust in me instead of your paycheck, you will experience a peace that makes no sense to people watching. They will wonder how you stay calm when things look unstable. The answer is simple. You know who holds you. As we come to the close of this encounter, I want to leave you with this. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not too late. The story I am writing with your life is far from over. In fact, the best chapters are still ahead. What you went through was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to prepare you for a level of influence and impact you have not yet imagined. Walk forward with your head up. Speak with the authority I have given you. Refuse to shrink back into old patterns of fear and doubt. You are mine. You are chosen. You are loved beyond measure, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can separate you from that truth. If this message has touched you, I invite you to share it with someone who needs to hear the same thing. Your obedience in spreading this word multiplies its impact, and return soon because I have more to say. This conversation is not finished. I will be waiting for you, ready to reveal the next piece of what I am building in your life. Go now with peace, with confidence, and with the unshakable assurance that I am with you every step of the way.